Hello Taurus, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general collective reading for your sign for January 2021. Very happy new year to you, and hope everything goes well. All my information is in the drop down box below. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do so through there, or you can follow me on Instagram. For this kind of reading that I'm going to do, aspects of it will apply to you, but they will also apply to other people around you. It could even be your partner or somebody else close to you at this time. You may see aspects of what I'm saying coming out in their life. You can also cross-watch to my other videos to get further insights. You may be tracking your moon placement or your Venus placement or rising sign or some other aspect which you like to track. All the information is there. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that will escalate the videos around YouTube, and more people get to watch it. I normally pull out three house placements, and then expand on information around that. So we've got 10th house coming up for you, and we've also got the 9th house. And then we've got 4th house. So 10th house, 9th house, and 4th house coming up for you. Let's get some astrological guidance now. Oops, straight out, we've got Chiron healing. We've got Virgo coming in for the 9th house. We've got Scorpio I Transform coming in for your 4th. Bottom of the astrological deck is Grand Trine Blessings. Let's get some goddess guidance now. We've got Mother Mary, Expect a Miracle coming in for your 10th house. We've got Sedna coming in for your 9th house. And we've got Hathor coming in for your 4th house. So it looks like a bit of nurturing that required at this time. Bottom of the goddess deck is Isis Past Life, which I do feel may be connected to this card as well, Chiron Healing. So let's have a look at that and see. I'm bringing the Fairy Tarot in as well. Let's get a card from them. They wanted to come in for these readings for this time now. We've got the Chariot, so some sort of forward motion going on there. It says here, success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So lovely card, forward motion. Bottom of that deck is 4 of Spring. Be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. So let's see, go there. Let's get a destiny card for you. In the middle that wants to come out. No, it doesn't want. Let's try again. integrity. Okay. All right. So let's have a look here. Okay, so let's tackle the fear sides of things right now. We've got Isis past life. This situation involves your past life memories. So if you are grappling with sort of fears or unnamed emotions sort of rising up in you, sort of on the fringes of your emotions, things that are kind of eating away at you a little bit, it could very well be connected to this. Now, Isis past life is about the rising up of these unnamed fears or feelings or just gut feels or just kind of reactions within your body to certain things. And this is actually the rising up of something connected to a past life. So it's normally, roots that you've had planted in a previous life. It's some sort of issue that occurred there or some sort of situation or occurrence that happened there. And it kind of echoes forward for you. So when you are approaching something similar, because all things need to be resolved at some point in any one of your lifetimes from a previous period. So whatever you are carrying through, as it comes up for resolution or to remind you, then you can deal with it. So you could be very well feeling something, you're sensing something in response to a current situation or just a general unnamed insecurity. And that could be very well connected to some past event. Now, this is usually an event which scared you or hurt you or upset you from a previous time, and now it's coming up again. But just know that it is connected to that, and there's nothing to fear. It's just a reminder. It's just coming up to for you to look at it and to release it. Don't allow those fears or sort of insecurities, whatever they may be, to hold you back from moving forward. It's just to clear it. That's why they bubble up. That's why they come up. So just make sure that you understand that and that don't allow those fears or inhibitions or worries or concerns to hold you back from moving forward. It's just a reminder. It could also be connected to somebody in your current life. You may have somebody in this lifetime who reminds you of from a past life. There's like reminders or some kind of recognition or reconnection there that may also be coming up for you at this time. We've got Grand Trine Blessings here. So this is a lovely card to be having. This indicates flow, harmony, completion. Something is drawing to a close or has drawn to a close. Something has come full circle. It can also just be indicating harmony and flow, like things are just moving for you without impediment. Any blocks that were there before have been lifted away. And there's this ease and grace moving forward. It can also bring a lot of abundance into your life because you're actually flowing with life. You're not fighting it. You're not resisting in any way. You're just going with the flow of whatever is coming for you. It normally brings quite a few sort of opportunities or abundance to you. It can also be that your talents are just well aligned, your abilities are well aligned, and you're just flowing through things at this time. So it's a general feeling of kind of ease and grace. It can also be that sometimes when people are born with this in their chart, it means they have an abundance of something, whether it's financial or some other kind of abundance in their life, or they just have an abundance of talents and energies and abilities and so on. Sometimes they can be complacent about that. They don't work it as hard as they should, just because they have an abundance of it. So just be aware that with the flow and the ease and the grace, you still need to steer your ship. You still need to, keep on with your goals, moving towards what it is that you want, but you go with the flow of life instead of, blocking yourself or stumbling at certain things along the way, just out of resistance, really. So just be aware of that. Complacency can sometimes creep in, but generally it means harmony, it means flow, you just kind of got good fortune sitting on your shoulder. And it can also, as I said, mean a completion of some sort. Something is wrapping up. And it's a happy wrapping up. So now here with the 10th house, This is normally the house of career. It's the house of fame, reputation, and public status as well. So that may be changing for you. Public status is your place in the world, how people see you. So you could go from employed to unemployed, or you could go from employed to self-employed, or you could go from married to unmarried. There's different ways that you can that you can manifest this. It can also just be your actual status as being quite social and out there, and then moving away and starting a new life, which is a much lower key, lower profile, things like that. But it's also fame, it's also your reputation. And it's also about authority figures. Now, this can be a person like a mentor or a guru or a father figure or somebody, a powerful figure in your life. It could even be a boss. Or it can be an authoritative institution. So this can be like government, military, legal institutions, or some other kind of institution, some kind of body or institution which has a lot of power. It could even be sort of learning related, but it's an authoritative institution as well. May come up with this. Now, it's saying here that Chiron healing. So with this card, this again is indicating things coming around again for healing. So I do feel that this may be connected to this past life, or it could be a person from a past life which is reappearing now in this house for you to deal with, or to finish something, or to complete something, or to work together on something. But it's going to, whatever it is that's coming up, to be looked at again. It can also be like a past energy from your current life or any other life, which is never got healed the first time around. It kind of got suppressed or put away or put on the back burner or just forgotten or suppressed in some way. And now it comes up again, and it keeps coming up until it gets healed. It can also be a physical manifestation, but it's usually emotional. It's some sort of wounding, some sort of deep wounding which occurred. And usually what happens is you heal the wounding as best you can. It's not properly healed, but it kind of gets a covering over it, and then there it stays until circumstances force it out again. So it's that kind of energy. And it's what it is it's coming up for you to look at it, open up the wound, let the light in, look at it, acknowledge that it's had a place in your life, whatever went down, the original wounding. Now, this could have been a repeating issue throughout a long period of time, or this could just be the second time around. Or it could be something that you really have completely forgotten about from a much earlier time. But you start to getting those feelings again coming back. It reminds you of something. And so it's that kind of energy, but it's just coming up for you to heal it. That's really the energy of it. And it's best to tackle it and head on and do it. And the only way to do that is to bring it into the light, see what place it's had in your life, how it's created you, how it's shaped you. You are who you are because of that. Forgive the circumstances, forgive your part in it, whatever went down. And when I say forgive, it's to release yourself from that situation. You don't want your energy to be trapped there for too long, or for a long period of time, because then it starts to, it becomes a problem. So you need to release it, release the energy from it, accept that it's had a place in your life, that it was there on purpose. And then once you've done all the necessary processing around it, then you can release it, and then it should not reoccur. So it's important to go through that process, and it's coming up, as I said, in the 10th house. It could be to do with a person, which very well could be past life related, or it's a situation that's coming up in your 10th house. It could even be circumstances to do with your career. Perhaps there's been a big shift or change, which is not surprising in a year like we've had. Lots of things changing, and lots of things that looked one way are now appearing another, and so on. So this could be a major clearing out for you. It's also about getting close to nature. Chiron is about spending time in nature, and it's very, very worthwhile, very appropriate for this energy. It can also be about participating in various types of natural therapies or remedies or healings to assist you through certain things. Or, as I said, you may be going through this with somebody else. You may see this, actually happening with somebody else, where you're experiencing it through that with them. So natural therapy or natural healing, natural remedies, something like that. It could be chiropractic, homeopathy, naturopathy, anything really that is, there's so many out there. And it's to do with that, and you're learning from this experience, so whether it's for you or somebody else, it can also then be something that you would like to learn in the future, or something associated with that you would like to learn more about, and it can be a career change as well, or it's just a life enhancing experience for you. You can go through that. It could also be that there's some kind of unexpected situation appearing to do, especially to do with an authority figure. You may see that something occurs to do with that, some unexpected thing. And then therefore you go through the healing process with them. But it's also very well aspected for if you're taking some sort of if you're studying something or you're learning something new to do with any one of those fields, it's a positive card to have. But nature and everything connected to that, it could even be medicinal as well. Whatever comes up, all forms of healing come in with the Chiron card. But it really is about the wounded healer. That's what it is. So as you solve and you overcome your deep woundings, however it's playing out for you in the 10th house, as you work your way through that and you go through that processing of releasing it out of your life, then you can help others with the same process. And that may also be something that you can learn about or enjoy sharing with others. And that's almost like counseling or whatever is appropriate for you. I do feel it's a kind of a healing of a situation though, or it's either career or person related or circumstances related, and it's a kind of a process which you're having to go through to release this pain or this deep wounding from some other time, which has come back to visit you again now. Because you've got Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So whatever prayer or situation has come up in here, do the work, do the inner work to release it, and spend time in prayer or in contemplation or meditation, or go through this healing process, whatever it is that you may be going through here. Release, forgive the situation, so that you can release your energy from there, from being trapped in that situation, those fears, those whatever is holding you back, or just feeling very uncomfortable. As you send that request out into the universe for assistance, for help, do it from your heart. And Mother Mary is saying that a miracle will come of this situation. So something will align itself and sort itself out. It may not be exactly what you've asked for, but the universe knows best. Mother Mary knows best. They can see all sides of the situation, and they can present a solution or some kind of soothing for the situation, which will help everybody concerned. It's important, though, to have faith and stay focused on doing this inner work. It's important to do that, and then let the universe get to work on what it is that you've requested. Now, with the 9th house, this is the house of international travel, all things foreign, and it's also the house of adventure, exploration, and it can also be about publishing or teaching, and it's also to do with public relations or sort of public work. Any one of those areas. It's also to do with higher learning. So this is normally university level or adult education. Maybe that's appropriate for you as in studying, a university degree or something like that. And it's also the house of, this is like religion, belief systems, philosophy. So all of these areas may be getting a bit of an overhaul, not surprising again with the year we've had. And it's also about working your way through finding wisdom, finding faith, and also the seeking of truth. And this is also about using your intuition at this time. So any one of those areas may be highlighted for you at this time. It also covers the law and the higher courts. So that may also be something, that may be a profession for you, or perhaps you're tackling something legal at this time, or you're waiting for an outcome, something like that. So now we've got here Virgo, I analyze. So this is very much about this energy. It's the sorting and the sifting. Virgos are specifically good at that, sorting and sifting, and then presenting the results in an analytical form. But it's also about decluttering. So this can be clearing away things that no longer serve you, or cutting away things that are just not working for you at this time. So somewhere in this ninth house, this is going to be appropriate for you. But it's also about looking after your own health and well-being and not worrying. Virgos can sometimes go overboard with that and be real worrywarts, and they can nitpick and criticize and be so detail-oriented that they sometimes miss they're so busy looking at the wood and they don't see the trees or the forest or whatever. So it's kind of got that feeling about it. Now, I do feel that there may be some issue that you're worrying about in this ninth house. Because you've got here Sedna infinite supply, you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So she's saying that not to worry, that you will always have food on your table, you will have, your needs will be met. And to just relax into that knowledge, because with the Virgo energy, you could be worrying a lot about things right now. And she's saying that your needs will be met. It can also sometimes indicate a relocation. And you've got the ninth house here, so that could very well be an international or a long distance relocation. And she's saying that if you moved somewhere to a water body, preferably the ocean, then that will be very beneficial for you. It could be a really beneficial move for you. And enjoy that oceanic environment. Also, she is a big supporter of all the ocean's animals, creatures. So any support you can give to that, is greatly needed and greatly required right now. So, but she's saying that, being close to the ocean is beneficial for you. So a relocation, but otherwise it could be that you just need to spend a bit of time there. But, the universe is abundant, and you need to be able to give and receive. And receiving is the receptive quality. Quite often that gets left behind. Everybody gives, and they don't receive. You have to do both to keep the flow, the abundance flow going. So don't be over analytical of yourself at this time, or others, or over critical. Rather slip into the Virgo quality, which is the sifting and the sorting, the analyzing, the editing. There could be numbers involved as well. So working numbers out, but it's kind of presenting the information in a constructive, advisory way. That is the key to Virgo. It's presenting it in such a way that that people can make a decision from that. And it's also to do with obviously earthy interests. Getting close to nature and so on will be very helpful for you, looking after your health and your well-being. But it can also, as I said, be detail oriented. It depends on you, how you are, but don't go too much in that direction. But there is some sort of sifting and sorting required right now, some sort of analytical mental faculties required here. But don't slip into self-criticism or nitpicking and things like that. And stay away from the worry. It's not going to help you. Just be aware that Sedna is here, that your needs will be met. Then we have here the fourth house. So definitely looks like some sort of relocation or some sort of change is coming in for you, because you've got fourth house. This is the house of house and home. So it's your house, your actual physical structure, or where you are currently living, the actual structure. Or it could be to do with the actual home, the atmosphere in the home, or the people in the home, what's going on, in your home. But it can also be association with your relationship with your family, your roots, your foundation, your ancestry, your ethnic identity, and so on. All of those things come in with the fourth house. So there is some kind of transformation going on here, because we've got Scorpio, I transform. So if it's family related, it could be that you are transforming it could be past life issues coming up for you. This is where it could be coming in as well. You could be busily transforming from one aspect to another. So it's dealing with all the heavy emotions and the things that may be coming up out of the woodwork at this time, or from underground. Because Scorpio rules the 8th house, which is ruled by Pluto, and that is the underground. So things can sometimes come out during a Scorpio season. So this can be like secrets or hidden emotions, aspects of yourself which need to be aired. You know, things could be coming out. Or it could just be that you are seeing situations or seeing things very clearly or seeing things in a certain way, and now once you've recognized it and seen it for what it is, then you can transform it for yourself and possibly for others at this time as well. So there's that transformative energy. There's also birth energy coming up in here, and you have got Hathor receptivity, which is about nurturing. It's the mothering. So this can be all aspects of conception, birth, child rearing, and children may come up with Hathor. So it could be some aspect of that may be appropriate for you at this time. And certainly, Scorpio can be about that. It's about sexuality. It's about birth. It can also be rebirth. So this is renewal or regeneration. Or it can also be death in some ways, but it's normally symbolic, as in the ending of one chapter of your life and the beginning of another, or the ending of a cycle and the beginning of another. There's that transformative process that you go through during that time. If it's to do with other issues, in your family life or something, it could be that you're seeing a few power struggles going on, or something like that rising up in your household or in your family situation. Again, it's about transforming that, and just make sure that you are staying in the integrity at this time, especially in your 10th house. Any of these houses, obviously, but I feel it's 10th house and 4th house related. These two are opposite each other in the chart. So this is everything to do with the home, and this is everything outside of the home. So just make sure that you maintain your integrity levels no matter what. Stay with that, and you can't go wrong, really. So any power struggles you may be seeing, anybody trying to get the upper hand, anything like that, egos coming out, so on. You're just going to have to find ways around it, find ways to deal with it. With the Grand Trine blessings coming in, it could be just that, you are seeing now the transformation of a very old cycle which wasn't serving anybody, and now it's being transformed into something much better. Now, this could very well be value system related, because with the current situation in the world, everybody is reevaluating what is in their homes, their material things, their resources, their connections to people they love, because suddenly it's become clear that a lot of those things really don't matter at the end of the day. Your family bonds and your nearest and dearest, and so on. So those are the ones that are coming up again and again as more important than anything else. So you could also be seeing this in the home or in your family situation at this time, and something really great and old that has been in structure for a long time is now falling away and is being replaced by something much better. And it's that transformative process. So any one of these aspects could be applying to you at this time. It could also be, as I said, relocation coming up for you, maybe. Some sort of change within the home, and therefore you're going through that transformative process, whether it's upscaling, downscaling, transferring to different places, and everything that goes with that. There may be some financial issues coming in as well, and this is why Sedna is saying infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Then we've got here Hathor receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So in your family situation, or even if you are in fact moving, allow yourself to be receptive. This is a wonderful, this is the feminine, the chief feminine quality. We all have masculine and feminine in us, and the primary feminine quality is receptivity and nurturing. So receptivity is being open to help, to guidance, to receiving whatever it may be, whatever is appropriate for you in this house. So it could be assistance, it could be financial assistance, or it could just be help in general from somebody or other people around you at this time who are trying to assist you and are offering help. So be open to receiving. There's nothing shameful about it. You don't have to have any guilt or concerns about that. There's nothing wrong with asking for help, okay? So, or if it's offered to you, to be gracious and accept it, and then work with those energies. Being receptive is as I said, a feminine quality. So whether you're masculine or a feminine, make sure that you're in that mode in this house. It could also be just general family issues occurring now at this time of the year, end of the year, going into a new year, and issues may be coming up. at this time to deal with. But if you are open to receiving, even if it's just love from others, or a hug, or a, just general support, be open to receiving, as this will lift your vibration up. It will open your heart, and then that increases your intuition, your energy levels, and then you have something to give others as well. You can't give from an empty cup. You need to be able to fill your cup up first, and then you can give to others. And it's a give and take situation as well. As I said, everything to do with nurturing comes up with this card. So this could be obviously self-nurturing within your household or within your family, and then you can give to others. And it could also be child related or conception related as well. So again, just to tie up here, the Chariot, success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So something is coming in for you, and there's forward movement. It could very well be to do with a relocation or a move or some kind of progression. It could be career related at this time, that once you do this work and you actually overcome these past issues or past woundings and so on, then you're going to move forward rapidly, and then that will bring in the success that you require. Okay, Taurus, hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Please have a wonderful, wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Take care.